Hi, my name is Jesse Smith, and I would like to share with you an essay I wrote. This is called Don't Be a Hater. Following the turmoil and social upheavals of the Trump administration, we now live in a hater society. Although it is currently very popular, the hater worldview is psychologically unhealthy and ultimately destructive to the very fabric of our society. Don't be a hater. We are constantly surrounded by haters, no matter what we do or where we go, at work, at school, sometimes in our family, and incessantly on social media. Because we are saturated with exposure to haters, we're often tempted to emulate their behavior. Everyone seems to be doing it, but emulating hater behavior is wrong. Don't be a hater. Haters are not confined to any specific political orientation. Haters are not unique to the far right or the far left or the radical center. There are haters across the political spectrum. Haters are defined by their hatred, not by their positive beliefs or by their redeeming qualities. Don't be a hater. Haters never feel bad about being haters. In fact, haters enjoy the feeling of self-righteousness that they get from condemning another human being. Don't be a hater. Studies have shown that the act of hating actually releases a serotonin surge in the brain of the hater. Haters get a sort of high from their feeling of superiority when they hate another human being. Spewing hatred is like taking a hit of an addictive drug, but that's no excuse for their behavior. Don't be a hater. Haters believe they are always right. If you attempt to dispute the hater ideology with logic, haters will pick apart your words instead of addressing your point. Arguing with haters serves no purpose. They will only turn their hate on you. Chances are, if you try to engage rationally with a hater, you too will soon feel yourself seething with hatred. Don't be a hater. Haters engage in projection. They will spend hours telling you horrible things about their target, but the things they're saying are actually the product of their own mind and usually have little or no relation to their target. Don't be a hater. Haters say things like, that other person deserved that horrible thing that happened to them. Don't be a hater. Haters love to vindictively misuse the word karma. This is also known as schadenfreude, the enjoyment of watching another person suffer. Deriving joy from someone else's pain is not what the ancient mystics meant by karma. In fact, deriving joy from another person's pain is some pretty bad karma. So don't be a hater. Haters frequently justify their hate by identifying with a victim mentality. Haters use their claims of victimhood as an excuse to engage in all manner of selfish, destructive, abusive behavior. Don't be a hater. Haters greatly prefer finger-pointing and name-calling to self-reflection and owning their shit. Don't be a hater. Haters point fingers and call names while they make excuses. Don't be a hater. Haters make excuses by utilizing deflection. They blame others for their own problems and frequently engage in childish name-calling. Don't be a hater. These days, many haters use the word narcissist when they play the victim. Their frequent employment of this word and similar write-off words such as toxic and other epithets makes it easy to identify haters in action. Don't be a hater. Haters will always tell you it's the other person's fault. Don't be a hater. Haters will refuse to accept personal responsibility, but they're certain that someone else should. Don't be a hater. Haters say, "It's not my fault, it's that toxic person's fault." "All my problems are because of toxic people," say the toxic people who won't accept responsibility for their own problems. Calling someone else toxic is a dodge to evade responsibility. If you find yourself calling someone else toxic, stop. Take a moment and think about what you can do to make the situation more positive. Instead of just blaming someone else, throwing up your hands, calling the situation hopeless, and writing off another human being as irredeemable. Blame does not solve anything. We all have redeeming qualities. Learn to see the good in other people. Figure out ways to work with them that emphasize their talents and not their flaws. People behave as they have learned to behave, and if their behavior is not meeting expectations, a little helpful training and encouragement is usually far more effective than blanket condemnation. Work on educating your colleagues and peers in a kind, tolerant, non-judgmental manner to address whatever issues are causing serious problems in your workplace. Don't be a hater. Haters are the most prominent voices on social media, and if you spend enough time listening to them, you'll become a hater too. Don't be a hater. Haters rejoice in the failure of others. Decent people encourage each other to keep going. Be a decent person. Don't be a hater. Haters sometimes talk about kindness, integrity, and humility as something that other people should do, but haters don't actually exhibit these traits themselves. Instead, haters just exhibit pure, stinking hypocrisy. Don't be a hater. Haters often insist that someone owes them an apology, but haters never offer a sincere apology of their own because haters don't accept responsibility for their problems. They prefer to focus their energies on blame instead. Don't be a hater. If you believe that someone owes you an apology, consider that they may feel the same way with regards to you. Now, model the behavior you would like to see and apologize to them. Chances are they will apologize back right away. But even if they don't, you will know that you did the right thing and you have stayed on the path. Keep moving forward. Haters spend their time and energy hating other people. Don't be a hater. Don't even hate the haters. It's not worth it. Pity the haters. How small their lives must be, how narrow their minds, how broken their hearts to be filled with the burden of so much hate. Haters are not fundamentally bad people. They have simply internalized an extremely negative mindset. Nobody consciously chooses to become a hater. It happens over time, as they adapt the attitudes and behaviors of our hater peers, especially on social media, where hate is frequently rewarded with likes and shares. When challenged about their hateful behavior, haters will always rationalize and blame, rather than admitting that what they're doing is wrong. It's up to us to choose love and set a better example so that over time, the haters may decide for themselves that they want to reform. We must forgive the haters and pray that they find their way back to the path of universal love, renounce their hater ways, and kick their unhealthy addiction to hatred. We cannot change the haters. We can only change ourselves. We can change the way we respond to the haters, and we can choose not to be a hater. Don't be a hater. If you have been a hater in the past, but you're trying to be a better person now, good for you. If you ever find yourself slipping back into old hater habits, just remember to focus on changing yourself and changing the situation. Have compassion for others. Forgive those who have wronged you. And do your best to be the best version of yourself. That way, you'll never be a hater again. Thanks very much for watching. Mash that subscribe button and share this video with your friends. Together, we will build a new culture based on love, tolerance, and mutual understanding.